The Department of Homeland Security announced it made 3,900 weapons seizures from October to July, including 1,900 handguns, 593 long arms, and 77 explosives. That's more than all of fiscal year 2022. But the reality is, federal officials confiscate just a fraction of the 200 to 250,000 weapons smuggled from America into Mexico every year. Just like drugs coming into the United States, most of the guns and ammunition smuggled out go through ports of entry.
So they wait for big ports of entry when they're really busy, people going southbound, and you try to kind of hide in plain sight.
Former Border Patrol Sector Chief Victor Manjarrez says while cartels get a substantial amount of ammunition from America, much of their weapons come from Cuba, Central America, Venezuela, and Brazil.
So even if we had a lockdown of almost 100% on that, I don't think that the cartels would suffer much of a road bump or a hitch there in trying to get weapons. You have to pay a little bit more, but the money's endless for them.
That's because drug cartels have diversified into oil and gas, avocados, and more. Research by the National Consortium for the Study of Terrorism and Responses to Terrorism, or START, found that cartels extort avocado growers by demanding rent or protection payments for operating fields in their territory. The criminal organizations also seize land, plant, and cultivate on their own. It's a massive business. The U.S. imported 1.1 million metric tons of avocados from Mexico in 2021, worth $2.8 billion. It's also violent. On the eve of the 2022 Super Bowl, the U.S. government suspended all avocado imports from Mexico for 6 days because a U.S. plant inspector received a threatening message. In the state of Michoacán, where the avocados are produced and exported, Mexican Army Special Forces soldiers patrol with machine guns. They also use special equipment to deactivate explosives planted by drug traffickers. Cartels make money on oil and gas by stealing it from the state-owned petroleum company Pemex and selling it on the black market. There are 7 main pipelines in south-central Mexico. The cartels sometimes siphon fuel from existing infrastructure, but they also built their own pipelines by bribing and threatening executives and engineers at Pemex. In 2018, criminal organizations tapped pipelines at least 15,000 times. In 2017, oil theft cost Mexico an estimated $3 billion. These illegal fuel taps can be deadly. 137 people died in January 2019 after a tap led to an explosion. In October 2021, another explosion demolished at least 30 buildings. 1 person died, but it would have been much worse had authorities not evacuated 2,000 people before the blast. The New Generation Cartel is one of the main culprits and got into the business by taking over a smaller organization.
The option was, you either join us or it's death.
Manjarrez says that's one of the cartel's keys to expansion. Force gangs to operate using their names and protection in exchange for a cut of illegal profits.
It's like a model for, you buy a franchise of McDonald's. And you pay the headquarters or a corporation a fee for the right to operate in a certain area. There's just no different.
According to START, cartels also make money through kidnapping, extortion, and money laundering. Every state in Mexico has at least one cartel operating within it. Some states have as many as 7 or 8.
Thanks for watching. In this time of media mistrust, Straight Arrow News is on a mission to bring you unbiased, fact-based reporting. So like and subscribe to Straight Arrow News below. And to see all of our content, go to straightarrownews.com.